Welcome back to Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You are listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back. It's been a while, but I'm excited to welcome Dr. Vern Swisher from Career and Recovery Resources back on the program. Good to see you, Dr. Swisher.
Good to see you, KG Smooth. What a pleasure to be with you.
Can you give us a good word real quick before we have this conversation on this Sunday morning?
A good word.
A good word. Some words of encouragement.
I'll be happy to.
Come on, Pastor.
A good word is trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not on thine own understanding.
Yes.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
Amen.
Proverbs 3 and 5.
Thank you for that, Dr. Swisher.
Certainly.
Career and Recovery Resources. I love this program, but there are some who may not be familiar
That's right,
with everything that you all do. So please tell us about Career and Recovery Resources.
Well, we were founded in 1945 by Benet Brett. What we do, KG, is to help people identify and overcome barriers to employment, what may be holding them back.
Mm-hmm.
And we serve a lot of people. And we serve persons that are homeless. We serve seniors. We serve veterans. We serve persons with disabilities. So we serve individuals who may be in the underserved community. Mm-hmm. And we really feel blessed to do it.
Indeed. And it is that time of the year again for the Barrier Breaker Awards Luncheon.
Yes.
That is happening on Monday.
That's right.
Actually, that's tomorrow. It's
Yes.
happening tomorrow, 11:30 to 1 downtown at the Hyatt Regency. The 22nd annual, 22.
22 years. And we're honoring County Judge Ed Emmett, along with his wife, Gwen. Mm-hmm. And we're honoring Arthur Baird, Mr. Arthur Baird, and Mrs. Philamena Baird. These are two powerful, powerful couples. And they're powerful in their work in this community.
Yeah.
And I think the commonality with all of our leaders that we choose to honor is that they really care about the community.
Yes.
Last year we honored Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Yeah.
Does he care?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Doing an incredible job.
So we try to, and former county judge Robert Eccles, so we try to look for leaders in the community who care, and then we want to lift them up. Indeed. And then we want people to come to hear these leaders, to be inspired, but more so also to be inspired by clients who've gone through challenges, gone through difficulty. You mentioned the good word. Some have actually gone through the fire, it seems.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? They've gone through some ups and downs. I spoke to a client just this week. He says, it seems like I make one step forward and then there are two steps backwards.
Yeah.
So we have about 50 plus team members, and we're there as team members to help lift up our clients, to help them to be encouraged, to keep on trying.
Indeed. Though we've been tried in the fire, we come out as pure gold.
I hear you.
You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Dr. Vern Swisher from Career and Recovery Resources. Their 22nd annual Career and Recovery Resources Barrier Breakers Award Luncheon is happening tomorrow, 11:30 to 1 p.m., honoring the Emmetts and the Beards. Can you tell us, for those who may not be familiar with both of these incredible couples who do so much in the community, tell them what they've done.
I will. But I also want to tell you we're honoring a company also.
Oh.
We're honoring HEB.
HEB, who has done so much for the community. Talk about
Absolutely.
being a community partner.
Oh, bringing the community together.
All the
doing
time.
Harvey, before Harvey, but especially doing Harvey. They're in the forefront. And the honorary host committee co-chairs are Wynell and Doug Heron. Wynell is Vice President of Diversity and Environmental Affairs there at HEB. And they are a power couple. They're out working, making sure good things happen in education for young people, for individuals looking for employment, individuals looking for a second chance. That's why they're supporting our agency and many other agencies. And so we're just so fortunate to have Wynell and Doug being co-chairs, HEB being our signature underwriter. Signature. Stepped up.
Yeah.
Stepped up for us.
All the way.
We couldn't do what we do. We have the desire to do it, but we need the support. And they stepped up in a magnificent way.
And how did that make you feel when they took that? What was the emotion that went through you, Dr. Swisher?
Great appreciation. Great appreciation. Sincere appreciation. We were fighting hard. Nonprofits are just like business. You always want to do better this year than you did last year, and we were running behind last year. We had a record breaking last year. We were running behind. And because of Wynell and Doug and HEB, now we're ahead of last year. And we're just so thankful for that. And these couples that we're honoring, Mrs. Emmett, for example, behavioral and mental health, concerned about that. Immunization, people getting shots, concerns about that, working out in the community. Mental health is a big issue, and behavioral health is a big issue. Behavioral health is health that we cause some issues. You follow me?
Right.
So if I go out and if I'm abusing drugs or alcohol, that's behavioral health. That's because of my behavior.
Right.
You follow me? So they're really strong.
Which ties back to mental health, because you're acting out and behaving the way that you are because you don't know how to cope or deal with whatever is going on mentally, emotionally.
No question about it. No question about it. They're tied in. They're tied in. The judge has always been involved in transportation, both on the state level and then on the U.S. level. Went up, to Washington. He was appointed by the first president, George Bush, and he's just an authority in transportation. All you have to do is go through a storm and have him tell you to hunker down. and didn't Judge Emmett and Mayor Turner work like team members? Aren't we proud?
Absolutely. We should be.
Aren't we proud?
Incredibly proud.
That's why Houston is strong. Because of leaders like them that work together. There was no politics. They
got it done themselves. They got it done.
Absolutely.
We're not going to wait on you.
That's right.
FEMA. We're not going to wait. We're going to do it ourselves.
Absolutely.
It was amazing to watch and witness that. I was not here in Houston when Harvey happened.
Yes.
I was back home in my hometown of Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
Because that weekend, that was the Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor fight. And so my brothers threw a fight party back home. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fly home that weekend to come to this fight party because I know it's going to be lit, which it was. And ended up having to stay 9 days because I couldn't get back due to Hurricane Harvey and then the flooding. And so thank God I was at home, you know, and just hopping from my mama's, my brother's, and my sister's house. Didn't have to spend any extra money.
Just proud of it.
So I was glad, and they were glad that I was there because they didn't have to worry. But watching the devastation on television, on CNN, and just seeing how Houston came together and helped each other out, regardless of socioeconomic status, of where you were from. It did not matter. They were all one. And Dr. Swisher, I have to say that it was such a relief to witness and to see that because earlier in that month of August, we had witnessed what was happening in Charlottesville. With all of the violence and the bigotry that was going on there. So
that's why we're strong in Houston.
And to see the city of Houston, the city that I now call home. I've been here 5 years. To see that, it really restored my faith in humanity. And I'm glad that Houston did it.
Absolutely. Dr. Stephen Klonsberg, who is over at Rice, has been doing a study for more than 35 years, studying Houston, tracking Houston. And one of the things that he says so consistently is that in Houston, diversity is a strength.
Oh, yeah.
Is a strength.
Oh, yeah.
We're not polarizing and
Oh, yeah.
saying we're going to have this ethnic group against this.
No.
You saw that in Harvey. You saw people coming together.
So to your point, and I'm gonna be real quick with this. On CNN, I don't know if they were in Friendswood, Kingswood, I don't know where they were, but it was one of the nicer neighborhoods with the $1 million homes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
In this live shot, there was an older white man who had the boat. So. Right. He had the boat. He pulls up. They're helping a family. They look like they could have been Indian.
Of course. Sure.
So they had the turbans, the beards, the brown. I mean, or they could have been
Sikhs.
Iraqi. They could have been anything.
Sikhs. Probably Sikhs.
No, maybe so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the old white man with the boat is helping the Sikhs family.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. There's a black soldier who's helping put the boxes onto the boat.
Yeah.
There's a little Asian lady. I mean, this is a real shot.
That's right.
There's a little Asian lady who is like taking pictures and also helping.
That's right.
And I just thought it was the most beautiful thing.
That's Houston.
And that is Houston. Now, on the other side, I'm sure that there are probably some bigots out there who are losing their minds to see that this white man with this boat is helping, this brown family over here.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this. We have a mayor who made it very plain when he was elected. He said, I'm the mayor for everybody.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's amazing.
I'm the mayor for everybody. And he has proven his point.
And I love that he stood up and won't allow these child concentration camps to build up here in Houston. Yes, he did.
I was in that.
You were at that press conference?
Press conference. It was fabulous. The other couple are the Bairds. You've heard of Baird's Bread?
Yes.
Mrs. Baird's Bread. This is Arthur Baird, who's the grandson of Nanny Baird.
Wow.
And he went to work for them at 14 years old, changing tires on the trucks. And, oh, man, he does so much. March of Dimes, children issues, just out in the community, doing good work. His wife, Philamena, is in the arts Alliance, and she served as CEO for interim CEO of the Arts Alliance. And what a couple! What a couple! Houston Interfaith Ministry. She's on that board. She's on my advisory board, and they are just wonderful. But I want to tell you a personal story.
Sure.
And I don't know whether Mr. Baird is going to hear this, but as a young man, I'm from Austin, Texas, and I grew up in East Austin, and those from Austin will know where East Austin is. Not far from the Baird's Bakery that we would frequent, all right? And we would frequent that bakery. And this particular bakery served a lot of us in East Austin because it was the day-old bread. You got me?
Yeah. Yes.
Nothing wrong with day-old bread.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with day-old bread.
I grew up. You follow me?
Yeah.
But these are the kind of people that we're honoring. And I just feel, got a little bit of a cold, excuse me. But I just feel honored to be a part of honoring. This agency has been around since 1945, helping people to identify and overcome barriers to employment. Got great staff people, great board people, great volunteers. And then we're going to have two co-MCs. I hope I can say it.
Sure.
But Spencer Tillman and Cynthia Cisneros. And they are Dynamite.
They are dynamite.
They are
I'm familiar
dynamite.
with both of their work. So
Yeah.
listen, people, tomorrow it's going to be great. Tomorrow
Yes.
morning at 11:30 at the Hyatt Regency downtown Houston. It's the 22nd Annual Career and Recovery Resources Barrier Breakers Award Luncheon. And they will be honoring the great Judge Ed and Mrs. Gwen Emmetts, along with author and Philamena Bairds. And I'm excited. I'll be there tomorrow with my suit on.
I'm looking forward to it, Mr. I'm just going to call you Mr. Smooth.
Well, thank
Because
you.
you are.
Well,
It's a real
thank you.
pleasure to be here. I thank you for this interview. I was here last year,
Yeah.
and look forward to being here, God willing, next year.
Absolutely. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you on and to see you. So thank you for coming on again.
It's a pleasure.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back a gentleman who's been on the show a few times. I haven't talked to him in a while. Well, I was a host on his podcast, but he is back here to spread some good news and tell us what's happening over there at Music Matters. Ladies and gentlemen, from Music Matters and Metamorphosis, my man, David Settle. What's up, bro?
Yo, KG, man.
Welcome back, man.
Oh,
It's been a minute.
Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. And as always, you guys here at Radio 1 are such great hosts. Always make us feel like celebrities when we come through.
Well, you know, that's what we do. It's all about the people.
Hey,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? And you brought some people with you.
Yes, man. Please
Yeah.
let me
What's going on?
introduce
Yeah.
the people who make me look great. I got my main man, all-star DJ Clifford English
What's
in
up,
the
everybody? How y'all
building.
doing?
What's going on, man?
He's
What a
always
voice.
out there killing it every weekend, killing these weddings, man. And I got my main man, Shawn, who's been rocking with me for a long time.
What's up, Shawn?
Can't wait to share some of the success stories, that he's been involved in. Shawn was actually in our first pilot program of Music Matters, man. Has been doing some crazy stuff ever since then. So,
Well, before we get into everything that Music Matters has going on now, it's been a while since you've been here, so a lot of people done moved to Houston. Tell us about Music Matters and the mission of this program and how it came about.
man, so it came about really me and just my passion for music and also my passion to give back. And, back in the day, I ain't have a whole lot of money, but I had a gift. And so I wanted to help the community in which I grew up in. And I was like, yo, how can I do that? And so I was like, let me teach kids music. And along the way, we can also help them with valuable life skills. And so that's how Music Matters was birthed. A lot of the things that I've learned to become a successful businessman, entrepreneur, even a successful father, I learned through DJing. And I was like, hey, it'd be a lot easier for me to get kids to come if I'm saying, hey, I'm going to teach you how to DJ, I'm going to teach you how to scratch, I'm going to teach you how to mix. Otherwise, if I were to be like, hey, I'm going to teach you about public speaking, I'm going to teach you about how to, do a job resume or this or that, I'd probably have a room full of crickets.
Right.
So we teach them all these really cool things, life skills, but we also teach you how to be a great human along the way. And so that's kind of how it all started.
That's what's up. Yeah, and you've been doing this for
About 4 or 5 years now, something like that.
Yeah,
the YMCA has been gracious enough to allow us to keep it going. Man, since then, we've been able to do it in some schools along the way as well. So Elsick High School, which is my old alma mater, is going to invite us to come do the program there as an after-school program next year. So we're super excited about that.
Well, you've got an incredible event that is coming up, and we here at 97.9 The Box, we're going to be involved with that as well. The Art of Turntablism.
Come on.
Happening on July 9th through the 12th. So hip-hop
Let's get it.
is the, well,
looking
was it last year when this headline came out? I think it was from Forbes magazine that officiated hip-hop as the official soundtrack or the official music genre of the United
Come on.
States.
It's about time.
I will agree.
It's about time.
It has outdone rock and roll. I was like, wow, Forbes, y'all mad late.
You know what I'm saying?
Like everybody is
Yeah.
public, y'all mad late. We been knew that hip hop was the main genre in the United States. So
but
it's outdone rock and roll music. And so with that, you're having the Art of Turntablism, which spinning is
You're definitely one of the four main elements of hip hop culture.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's funny, man. I was listening to an interview with Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith. And you know, the DJ used to be the star of the show.
Right.
You know, the MC was
the
more
one,
or less
yeah, I
to
mean,
hype
he was
it
the
up.
MC, the
Yeah, you were
master
hyping it up for the DJ.
master of ceremony.
You know what I'm
He was
saying?
hyping up the DJ, yeah.
And so, of course, the tables have turned to some degree, but I think it all kind of just gels together. But DJing is such an important part of not just hip hop culture, but you know, Run DMC, they said it best: DJs make the world go around.
Yeah,
You
there's
know?
definitely an art in DJing, and I, being in radio, just being a musician myself and loving music, I see DJs as musicians, and I see those two turntables as their instruments. I mean,
yep.
it's tough to, you know, blend and mix and, you know, matching BPMs.
Come on.
Anybody can do that. I'm sorry. No.
Well,
you
now
know,
anybody can do it.
Now anybody can do
it.
that.
But back
you know,
in the
'cause
day,
you got all these folks that's EDM,
you got the sync button.
You know, right. You got the sync button, right. But I'm talking about
come on.
purity with your hands and your ears. No machine helping you out. You know,
Yeah, two pieces of vinyl
yes,
and some
yes.
headphones. I remember having to sit back and BPM all my records out the old-fashioned way with a stopwatch, you know, counting 60 seconds and then recording the BPM. And then somewhere along the way, I got smart and I was like, yo, why don't I just do it for 30 seconds and, like, you know, multiply it by 2?
Right.
But, you know, like the real analog old way. But, you know, I'm not knocking the new all the technological advances because they help us progress, but you know, it's something about when you know where it came from.
Yeah. So, Clifford, you've been doing this for a while. how was what was it that made you want to start DJing?
Well, I like music, and when I watched DJs, I kind of said, well, you know what? Hey, I want to do that. I want to learn how to do it. So, I got hooked up with Dave. And had to shadow Dave and watch the David Settle magic show, and then he put me out there on my own. And so it's an art form. It's like you said, those are your instruments, and you have to master that. I mean, not everybody can do it. I would say that some people might think that, but it's not for everybody. You have to, first of all, you got to love what you're doing. If you don't, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Right, that's true.
Particularly with DJing.
Yeah. That's what I tell these kids about radio. If you don't love it, you won't like it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So, Shawn, you are one of the success stories of Music Matters. So, if you don't mind, tell us your story. How did you find out about the program? How did you get involved? What did you have to go through, and how has it been? Give us the whole gamut.
Well, the way I got started in the DJing, actually, I've known David for a really long time. I've known David for a really long time. And I think when I went through the program, I think I was like 15 or 16 when I went through the program. And I've always liked music. I've always been around people who listen to music all the time, made music. Dave, of course, being a DJ, so I was around David a lot. And so when I went through the program, I went through it, I learned a lot, and I didn't even come out DJing like really good. I just still shadowed at the time, and it's just now, fast forward probably like 3 or 4 years, is now that I'm working for DJS Entertainment, and he put me out there and started letting me DJ, and then from there I'm just still working and still practicing each and every day, just to try to get better, to be a better DJ.
That's what's up. That's what it takes. You know, you listen to Access Houston, talking to David Settle of Music Matters, brought along Clifford and Shawn. They've got an event that is coming up, the Art of Turntablism, where they are teaching the Art of Turntablism, happening July 9th through the 12th. So tell us about the Art of Turntablism. What will the kids be learning?
Man, so there's so much that we're gonna try to cram into a 4-session, like week-long workshop. And so, of course, they're going to be learning things about like history and culture, like how DJing started. You know, I really do believe it's important to know like where you came from in order to know where you're going.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they'll be learning like equipment essentials, like what makes up a full DJ setup, whether you're rocking with turntables and a mixer, or are you using a controller, or what software and hardware integration. So all these different science and engineering techniques and skill sets. So it's not just the music, man, but we're integrating like science, engineering, math. We mentioned BPM earlier, you know, in arithmetic. And so we're tying in all these different things to let folks know that, hey, you know, especially some of the kids who come through that may think school is obsolete. It's like, yo, I was a straight A student rocking out all the, you know, college parties. You know what I'm saying? But in addition to that, you know, they're going to learn how to scratch. They're going to learn how to mix. We even do some topics on basics and intros into like beat production and music production. With the help of 97.9 The Box and Radio 1, you guys are going to come and show the correlation and the connection between, hey, you can take these skills and make a career out of it in either broadcasting or radio and things like that. So they'll be learning a ton of stuff.
Yeah. So shout out to Young Jazz from the Mad Hatter Morning Show. She'll be there on the digital side. The radio boss, Hardbody Kiati, he'll be out there, and Rob G as well. How has the journey been for both of you all, just learning the art?
Wow. The journey started with me, just kind of, as I say, shadowing. And then basically, as Shawn said, you have to practice. You're not going to get any better, you know. So I spent a lot of time taking my equipment out, setting it up, going back.
Yo, I got to interrupt him real quick because he ain't lying. Like, he'll literally be practicing and he'll send me a mix at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You got to do that.
He'll be like, hey, yo, Dave, I need you to check this mix out real quick. Right. And I'll be like, man, as soon as I wake up, bro.
Right. Well, I try to live by this, KG, that let my next mix be my best mix. You know, I try to rhyme with that. You know, see how that? I try to do that. So that way, when I'm out there and I'm performing, David says we don't perform. We're not performers. We're entertainers. We that's what we need to do. So I try to make sure that when I'm doing an event, that if it's a wedding, that it's impactful, that, you know, my mix is tight, that everything is together, my music is great. I'm pronouncing names right, so they get the whole, you know, deal. But the journey hasn't been hard. At first, it was when I opened up that box with the controller. When I opened up with that controller, I was like, okay.
Ooh, a bit intimidating.
It was very
all those
intimidating. It was
buttons.
very intimidating. but you know, once I just started watching, listening, and took the DJs with DJS Entertainment, when he put me with someone different, you know, I kind of made a cheat sheet as to what did this guy do versus what did the other guy do, and then I took that and made, you know, DJ Clifford All-Star English DJ.
Come on.
All-Star English DJ.
Like that,
Yeah.
right. So that's how I did it, man. That's how
I love that. That's what's up, man. This is awesome. I really, this is gonna be great. Where can families or people that are listening get more information to be a part of the Art of Turntablism?
Oh, man, first and foremost, they can always go to djsent.org and check us out there. Of course, they'll see a lot of wedding activity and things like that, but they can also, if they click on the DJ Academy link, they can definitely get some more info there. They can also visit the Alief YMCA's website as well, or call, you know, the Alief YMCA and get more information there. Because the program will be hosted there at the Alief YMCA, right across the street from Alief Taylor. And I believe their phone number is 281-495-9100. We've got limited spots. I think we're only going to be taking about 20 kids. So I definitely want to make sure that folks act fast.
Act fast.
Yeah, we've only got a few slots left. But like I said,
something this dope. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Fill up fast.
Hey, it always does, man. It always does. But we do sessions all throughout the year. But the summer workshops are special, man. The summer work, because we're with each other like every day. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we take tours, you know, of local radio stations like 97.9 The Box. Actually, this year y'all are coming out to us.
Yeah.
We go to like HCC. They're a great sponsor of ours as well. Because we tour their audio engineering department and we talk about their degree plans, you know, all that good stuff. And of course, can't forget about the OG homie, Eric Thomas, the #1 motivational speaker in the world, has helped us out and helped us redefine our curriculum. We've added a major character development piece, which has been my heart and my passion, because I didn't want to just teach kids music, but I also wanted to like help them with the character development piece. And so Eric Thomas and Associates and their staff have really helped us with that component, man. So we're not just making great musicians, but we're making like productive citizens that are going out there and killing it in the world. So super excited.
Okay, so that's djsent.org to get all of the info, man. David Settle from Music Matters, my man. Thank you for
going
coming
down.
through. Clifford, Shawn, nice
Yes, sir.
meeting y'all,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you for having
And
us.
thanks for coming on.
All right, KG.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.